Welcome to Inside Pro Wrestling, your inside source into the world of professional wrestling. My name is Dave Fournier, back along with George Guida Jr. or Georgie Styles, whatever the hell he wants to be, and Fast Eddie Simpson. And we do have a guest who's going to be joining us momentarily, but first of all, the actions of limo driver Hef, he will not be allowed here in the studio again.
I think it's a good idea. I don't want to see Hef back here again.
He has been fined by the Century Wrestling Alliance for what he did to High Copy Doyle, who has recovered and will be in Revere November 1st taping the television.
Ed, you want a piece of Hef. I think you want him back.
I want Hef back on the show. I want to go at it with that guy. I challenge him.
By the way, that wasn't you at the Sheep's Fold, was it?
No, I don't go there. I heard you were, though. Is that true?
Anyway.
Let's remember, this is a family show.
The fine doesn't mean anything to Hef because you know Capelli's going to pay it off for him anyway.
Oh, of course. But perhaps maybe they'll strip the championship belts, but unfortunately that just couldn't be done.
I doubt they do that, yeah.
Anyway, our guest has flown in all the way from California, believe it or not.
Beverly Hills, isn't it, Dave?
I believe so. Would you please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Rodeo.
Mr. Coulier. Nice to meet you, brother. Bob Saget, John Stamos. Three of my
Simpson,
great
idiot.
Hollywood friends.
John Stamos.
How you doing?
Come on with the moose.
Now, I'd like you to, first of all, put my microphone on for me, since my butler, Alfred, is obviously not with me at this time. Look at Dave Coulier. This guy's cool. Yay! How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
You look totally different than you do on the set of Full House. Do you like Mary-Kate and Ashley?
I think they're adorable
Definitely.
myself.
Yeah, I bet you probably do.
We're children of Satan.
Anyway, when you introduced me, Mr. Coulier, my agent specified that you said, "Here's Johnny," just like Ed McMahon used to do for me for
All
years
right.
when I co-hosted The Tonight Show.
All right, well, we can't be upsetting you and your agent, so, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Boo!
Gentlemen, first of all, I'd have to say that it is a distinguished honor for you to be in my presence. True, you've been on a show like Full House. It's been in syndication now, I guess, for a bit. But obviously everyone knows that the greatest, the top show in syndication, it is not Baywatch. It is Beverly Hills 90210, the show based upon my zip code. That's right, I'm John
Your zip
Rodeo.
code.
I have the most famous street and the most famous zip code in all the world. That's right.
You own the Postal Service now.
This is a disgruntled postal worker, Dave Coulier, since the show went off of first airing, first run, I don't know, what was it, ABC, NBC, CBS,
It was-
GQ, John, what?
Well, it was ABC if you're talking about Dave Collier.
Mr. Rodeo,
You look totally different than you do on TV, man.
Mr. Rodeo,
Yes,
hasn't
Bob.
Beverly Hills been taken over by rampant crime, drugs, and prostitution? I don't know if I'd be so proud about bragging about your hometown.
I was hoping that you'd bring that up, Bob. I've seen
It's
you
George.
run little clips of that on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Is that your house
And I
on there?
find that... Coulier, cut it. This isn't the Bullwinkle and Rocky show.
Hey.
In fact, I might do
Rodeo.
my Rocky imitation and knock you down. Stallone's a good friend of mine, Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, Rodeo.
Yes.
Wake up, all right? This is Inside Pro Wrestling. We talk about wrestling, all right? This ain't Full House, all right?
Yeah, and he's not playing with a full deck.
What
I
do you
never
have
claimed to
do with the world of professional wrestling?
Well, what it is everyone knows Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, they did two things well. But John Rodeo, I'm not into baseball, I'm not into football, I'm not into only doing two things.
You're too small for football. You'd get killed.
Don't interrupt me. I am on a roll. I'm glad there's a red carpet here, otherwise I'd feel totally lost. Anyway, as I'm saying,
That's for sure.
Stamos, just because you dated Paula Abdul, remember, I had her before you.
Oh, really?
I had her after you. I probably had her during you. Anyway, the point is, what I am doing with wrestling is
Yeah,
that
what are
I
you
am
doing with
already an
wrestling?
international star. I am the star of the international hit friend show Chums with Jennifer Aniston. I'm obviously the biggest drawer in Germany and all of Europe on Baywatch. I am obviously the biggest star that there is. Oh my God! To say I am a big star it's an understatement. I am a big star.
Excuse
so
me.
I am here to diversify
Johnny,
myself.
can I ask
I
you
am
a
here,
question?
John Stamos, to spit on you.
I never
I
heard
am
of you
here-
before tonight. Where did you come from? I never heard of you
In
before
case
tonight.
you've been hiding under a rock, I am the most famous man on the third rock from the sun. I am from Beverly Hills, 90210.
I watch that show every week. I've never seen you on it once.
No, the show is based upon my life.
It's based upon
It's about
life.
people aspiring to be a
Brandon
superstar,
Walsh?
but I am already the superstar. Who am I, Brandon Walsh? I am John Rodeo from the Beverly Hills Rodeos. That's right. I was born on Valentine's Day, February 14th. I tell you. And ever since that day,
I guess I'm doing dishes at the
ever
Peach
since
Pit.
that day, Valentine's Day, it's been a bigger and a greater holiday than even Christmas. That's right. 3 wise men came up to me, and now I have 3 wise asses right here. I have Dave Coulier, I have Bob Saget, and I have John Stamos. Guys, I can't believe it. You don't know the name John Rodeo?
No, I don't.
Well, you soon will.
Are you with the Capelli organization?
The Capelli
how does this
organization.
all tie
I'm John
into
Rodeo. I'm
wrestling?
Hollywood. I'm Class A. I'm A-list all the way, baby.
Why don't you just call yourself Hollywood Hulk Hogan? I mean, that's what
Because
you're one step
Hollywood
short
Hulk
of.
Hogan does B-rate movies. He does second-rate TV shows. I'm John Rodeo. I'm first class all the way. Perfect strangers, I introduced them to each other. Balky, Kos and Larry, I made them best friends. I made them what they are today, Stamos.
I wouldn't
Saget,
brag about that.
Coulier.
Did you make Barney and Fred friends as well?
But I know Barney, he's the dinosaur. Who's Fred?
The Flintstones?
The
Mr.
Flintstones. I
Hollywood.
can give a couple rocks in your head.
Hey, excuse me, can we talk about wrestling a little bit here?
I understand that Friday night, November 1st, you, the Hollywood star, is going to lower
Say
yourself.
it again, the Hollywood
The
star.
Hollywood star,
I like that.
GQ Johnny Rodeo, will be in Revere at the Revere High School Field House.
That is true. That is true. I will be at the field house, and I will have a field day at the field house.
And what superstars are you bringing with you?
What superstars am I bringing with me? That is the question that is on everyone's mind.
I mean, you are Mr. Hollywood. I
am Mr. Hollywood.
You got John Stamos, Bob Saget, and Dave Coulier here. Why don't you bring us with you?
It's interesting. The Las Vegas bookmakers, I just got off the phone with them a little bit ago, and they're laying odds. Who is it? Who is the big star? Who are the 2 big names that John Rodeo has promised, and who will he deliver on November 1st for the CWA in Revere, Massachusetts? That is the question on everyone's mind.
So tell us.
And I'm not going to give you an exact answer, but I will tell you that these stars, they're bigger than Schwarzenegger. They're bigger. They're better. They're greater than any name that you can possibly mention, with the exception of John Rodeo.
Of course.
They are some of the biggest names, and that is why I feel it'll be fitting to debut them in Revere, Massachusetts, in front of all the CWA Mass Madness fans, because it's going to be a California invasion. I bet you'd like to know who it is, don't you?
Are they from
You really want to
California?
know.
Is it going to be the Giant? I heard
They're
maybe
2 of
the
the
Giant.
biggest stars that the Golden State has ever produced. In fact, they are such big names now, they don't even need to use their last names. It's sort of like Elvis. It's sort of like Madonna, except different because they're
Sting?
bigger. They're bigger. And they're coming to the
Sting from Venice
CWA.
Beach, California. Hulk.
Gold Dust?
Who's it going to be? Come on.
It's bigger than the name God. I tell you that. John Rodeo, I'm not going to tell you.
Bigger than the name God.
If you want to know who it is that I am going to debut,
Humble
you're
man.
going to have to buy your ticket. You're going to have to show up at the, where is it?
The Revere High School Field House.
The
Mr.
Revere
Hollywood
High
superstar.
School. I have such a busy schedule. You're lucky I took the chartered plane all the way here today.
Not a
from
good enough
Beverly Hills,
Chartered?
90210.
Why don't you have a private jet?
That's what I said. I said I have a
said
private jet.
chartered.
In fact, Elvis let me. Has the big TCB on the side.
Yeah.
Is Elvis going to be with you?
Is Elvis going to be with me? That's rumor has it. The odds are in the favor that Elvis might be on my side.
Oh.
But like I said, you're going to have to buy your ticket just like everyone
I
else
know.
in the general public, Mr. Coulier.
He's
Give me
bringing
that
the
Rocky and
honky-tonk,
Bullwinkle
man.
voice. Is it true you used to go with Alanis Morissette, Mr. Coulier?
That is correct.
That is correct. You look totally different.
So who you going with, Rodeo?
Who am I going
such a
with?
big
You mean
man.
tonight, last night, how about tomorrow night? See, you
Pick
change
one.
it.
Tori
It's-
Spelling?
Tori Spelling. Please, I can spell that for you. S-P-E-L-L-I-N-G. Aaron Spelling's
Boy, you're
daughter.
good.
He begged me to take her out on the town, so I did. I showed her the
How about
most
hooking me
famous
up with
street.
her?
Stamos. Enough about
Her name
you.
is Ed.
How about me?
Fast Eddie Simpson, okay? Who cares
John
about
Edward
you?
Stamos. Thank you. Now, do you have any more questions for me as I came here?
Well,
I'm not going to sit there and answer point blank. Don't cut me off.
Well, you
Go on.
asked if I had-
Come on. I have something to say.
Well, then
I have
go
some-
ahead and say it, please, by all means. Don't let us
What I
stop
have
you.
to say is, are you going to ask me any questions?
Well-
Come on, just Okay. This is so low budget. I'm used to Letterman, Leno, Conan.
That's funny.
I didn't even know
Never
Dave
seen you
Coulier
on
had a
Letterman.
talk show until the William Morris agency called me up and told me.
Well, let's see. You say you're from Hollywood. You say you're this world-renowned Hollywood superstar. How come I've never seen you before?
Because, as I simply stated before, Mr. Coulier, you're living in a land of fantasy. You're California dreaming. But if you put on the TV, if you put on the radio, if you go to the movies, I'm in some of the biggest blockbusters. I'm going to be in
Which one?
Star Wars, the special edition.
Oh, really?
John Rodeo. I'm going to get top billing in that
They
movie.
re-edited all the footage.
I was in the movie Don Juan DeMarco. I
look
was
like
in the
Don
movie
Juan
Pulp
DeMarco.
Fiction. I was in all these
That's
movies.
it. He's a Johnny Depp wannabe. I just figured it out. The hair
Johnny
and the goatee.
Depp wannabe.
Yeah, that's
No,
it.
I have news for you. I have news for you. I am GQ John Rodeo, the world's greatest manager.
Yeah.
I am not Don Juan DeMarco.
Okay.
I am GQ John Rodeo from Beverly Hills 90210. Say it with me, boys and girls. Beverly Hills
90210.
That's good, Coulier.
We're supposed to be impressed by
What'd you
this
do?
now,
Steal
right?
us off the corner of your street or
Yes, I remember the fateful day that they had a parade.
parade?
And all the people, all the stars in Hollywood, people flew in from Japan, from Australia, from Germany, just to see the parade. The fans, the public demanded that this is a street, not just any street. This is the most famous street. And it was named after me, for the people, by the people. And now, every day of my life, just to remind me of my roots, my upbringing, of the Rodeo heritage, I carry this sign.
Now, you would never consider using that as a weapon now, would you?
Could seem to come in awful handy at times.
Without Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro, and F.U. Bailey present.
By the way, do you
I
know
re-
OJ?
OJ? No, thank you. I mean, I appreciate it, but I mean,
O.J.
I'm going to
Simpson,
be
that's-
having some
that's my
vodka,
uncle.
wine, Jim, rum, brandy, JTS Brown.
10,000 comedians out of work and they get this guy.
We get this guy.
Dave Coulier, a comedian, a bitter comedian, a man who never made it in Hollywood. But I'm a made man in Hollywood. I'm the man.
Can I ask you something? Do I look like somebody who has a woodchuck as his friend?
You do look like Woodchuck from Police Academy, but I'm not into Police Academy. We're talking Beverly Hills cops. We're talking L.A. law. And there's no man that can administer law better than John Rodeo. I am the biggest name in Hollywood today. That's right, Steven Spielberg. I was the first pick for Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What
I was the
happened?
What happened? They
Yeah.
didn't throw enough money my way.
Ah.
It wasn't a good enough project. I'm not into low-budget B-rate film production, Stamos.
You know-
Unlike you, I'm not stuck on syndication.
You know who you kind of remind me of? Forrest Gump. You kind of look a little
You
bit
know,
like
life
him, the way
is
you
like
hold
a
your
street
head.
sign. Life is like John Rodeo. Life is like living life in the fast lane.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. But I'll tell you what you're going to get. If you go to the show, November 1st, CWA, you're going to get one great show. You're going to see the likes of King Kong Bundy, Salvatore Sincere, Kevin Sullivan, Public Enemy, and you're going to see Public Enemy #1, John Rodeo. I'm going to be there. And I'm going to debut my two biggest stars.
Is it going to be the Boston bad boy Tony Rumble? I see you left his name out of the November 1st show.
Tony Rumble will be there, but he is merely Boston orientated.
I think more people
Not
know.
global like yourself.
Exactly. I am global. I am an instant phenomenon. I am the Hollywood icon. I am the Beverly Hills heartthrob. I am the leading manager. I am the Renaissance manager. I am the Romeo of all wrestling. I am all that, and that's only on Saturdays.
Have you guys ever seen everybody so high on themselves in their life?
Well, speaking of...
Hey, if you were me, wouldn't you be?
If I was you, I'd probably be hiding under a rock
Anyway,
somewhere.
Mr.
That's true. That's true. The paparazzi, at least someone acknowledges the paparazzi. They're all over me. The girls, the females, they flock. They're all over me. It's sickening. At times I do wish I could just hide away in my mansion, my palatial Beverly Hills estate. But then I realize,
You frequent
without
Melrose
the public,
Place and
without all
Johnny
my...
Rodeo?
That's true. I've been on Melrose Place, and Heather Locklear is a big fan of mine.
Been
We had
there,
a
done
fling,
that.
But it was just that. It was a fling. Been there, done it, liked it, and maybe I'd do it again.
So tell me, Rodeo, what kind of car you drive?
What kind of car do I drive? Now, true, I have my license. I have the Ferrari Testarossa, the Porsche 90210, special model made just for me.
Porsche's
But
a 911
mainly, it's my butler Alfred. He's driving me around. You know what I'm saying, G?
Right.
You down with that?
Oh,
Your butler, Alfred.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you
So what do
about
you
me
think
and
you're-
Cato? I
are
can
you
go
Batman
on for hours
now?
about that.
Kato Kalin?
Batman?
yeah, you said your butler's named Alfred. What do you think, you're Batman or something?
Oh, that's one of the movies.
Yeah,
Yes,
the movie.
exactly.
Weren't you in that movie?
Alfred, Alfred, my butler, he said, Johnny, GQ, Mr. 90210, Mr. Hollywood. He said, I've been a loyal employee for years. Is this not true? And I said, Alfred, it is true. And he said, can you do something for me to make me a top Hollywood superstar like yourself? And I said, Alfred, I think I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. So I picked up the bat phone. I called Commissioner Gordon. It was really cool. And I got him in the movie.
Easy, okay? Calm down. Slow
Anyway,
down.
Mr. Hollywood, being from Beverly Hills and all, what do you think of Beverly
That
Hills?
wasn't said with a little bit of sarcasm.
No, it was not.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
Yeah, we don't want another incident like last week, Dave.
let's make a comparison now that you've had an opportunity to be here in Stoneham and spend a little time in Stoneham. Wouldn't you say
As little as
Stoneham
possible.
is much classier than Beverly Hills?
I would say that Stoneham has ham in its name because people here are fat. All they do is eat meat. Now in Hollywood, everyone's at the fitness club. Everyone is, it's just, you look at me, girls, ladies, gentlemen, boys, men, circus animals, trained chimpanzees, aardvarks. You look at me. I didn't
You
get
into
this
that
body
stuff?
merely talking out of my mouth. Day in and day out, I work with the finest fitness coaches and instructors in all of the world. I am the finest tennis player. I have run the Boston Marathon. I ran the Boston Marathon in 2 hours flat. Then I beat Agassi in straight
I
sets
thought that
in
was
tennis.
you I saw coming in at the 6-hour mark there.
The 6-hour mark? No, that's because I ran it 3 times in 6 hours, if you got that right,
I see.
Stamos.
Okay.
You don't even look like John Stamos. You're
Never
a
said I
second-rate
was.
ripper. What? You call me a liar?
Yeah.
This guy calls me... I
You're a
flew
liar.
all the way from Beverly Hills, 90210, Beverly
That's
Hills,
funny. I
California.
saw you driving
I
in
came
a
from the West
Volkswagen
Coast.
Rabbit.
The please, you
I
have
saw you
rabbit
driving
area
that.
antennas on your TV, which is probably a 3-inch screen. But then you want to talk about TVs. I'm on every TV screen in America. I'm on every big screen in America. I am the hardest, most international phenomenon celebrity going today. Just ask
I've been
Tommy
watching
Lee.
the World
Just
Series this
ask
past
Pamela
week. I haven't
Anderson.
seen you.
You haven't, exactly. No, I haven't seen me because I'm in the press box with all my security.
Oh, yeah?
But I'm sick of hearing here about
up
the
there with Billionaire
Massachusetts
Ted,
floods.
right?
I don't know why you even brought up the Massachusetts floods.
We didn't?
That's ridiculous
I
for you to
didn't.
bring it up. It's ridiculous. How about the Malibu fires, huh?
The Malibu
I own a
fires.
great deal of real
Did you have
estate in
anything to do
Malibu,
with those
California.
fires?
I
Collect
didn't
on the
start the
insurance
fire, but I'll
policy?
try to fight it, but I didn't ignite it.
You wanted to collect on the insurance policy? Is that
That'd
what I
make a
heard?
good song.
So it seems like wherever you go, natural disasters just seem to follow.
No,
I know that's
wherever
true.
I go, excitement follows.
I mean,
Now, if
this-
you want to consider fire excitement, go ahead, but you play with fire, you might get burnt. But you might get burnt November 1st. CWA. Yes, Johnny Rodeo's going to be there, baby. Yes! How you guys doing?
You're not too high on yourself, are you, pal?
How you guys doing?
We're doing just
Good,
fine.
thank you.
Sure, it's
Yeah,
a
I bet
little
you are,
loud.
because you with Johnny Rodeo, the big cheese.
Yeah,
The
Mr.
B's,
Hollywood.
Making my
I am
whole
the
night.
fleas.
I don't know what's brighter, the
I
lights
get all
or a
A's. I don't
shirt.
even get B's.
By the way, since you're from Beverly Hills, I assume there must be some expensive clothing shop that you bought those wonderful clothes.
That's true. My
thought I
tailor.
saw those at Goodwill
My
the other
tailor,
day.
Terrence. My tailor.
Terrence?
Yes, Terrence. My tailor.
Is there a last
He
name?
custom made these clothes for me.
Would that be Terry Taylor or?
Terrence. Just like all my friends, he only goes by one name because he's that big of a star.
Them little,
big.
little
Do you know
floofy
somebody named
guys there,
Virgil,
huh?
too?
Virgil, no. But I feel bad for you, Coulier. The man's out of work, and I'm thinking in my head, what can I do for Dave Coulier, a good friend of mine until tonight? I think I can get you some acting work. You could be maybe a double in the movie Lassie. Get down on your knees and bark like a dog for me, Coulier.
Easy there, Mr.
I heard
Hollywood.
you do that very frequently.
No, see what it is I might get down on my hands and knees. That's when I look in the mirror and I'm praying to myself. Because I realize when I look in the reflection, whether it be in a mirror,
Is this
whether it be in
before or after the mirror breaks?
this is before, after, it's true. The mirror once did break. Do you know why?
Because you're so damn ugly.
No, it says I'm so good looking. I said, mirror, mirror, on the wall. Who's the man that's got it all? I said, is it RuPaul, Johnny? And he said, no, baby. He said, Mr. Mirror. Mr. Mirror, that's his name, Mr. Mirror. He said to me, he said, Johnny, you're the
Great,
most
now,
fly
we
of
got
them
somebody who
all.
talks to a mirror. On the
Yeah. He said, so what happened was the mirror looked back at me. I looked at it, and it was really beautiful, but that's neither here nor there.
The mirror just went, ah!
90210. No, it went, yow!
What are you, Sleeping
Just like
Beauty
the
now?
auto lights, I guarantee.
Sleeping Beauty, do you know her since you talked to your mirror like she did?
Sleeping Beauty. Is that one of those low-budget B-movie Walt Disney productions? Don't laugh. This is no joke.
Disney's
John
not your
Rodeo
standard. You're a
is
joke.
A-class, A-list.
You're a joke.
Well, we'll see the A-class rustlers that you bring to CWA on November 1st.
That's right, November 1st, the CWA will be not only the debut, the premiere of the greatest John Rodeo, it'll be the debut and the premiere of two of my greatest, most elite Hollywood stars.
So are they professional wrestlers or are they Hollywood stars?
Basically, they are
Both.
anything they want to be. They could be, if they wanted to, NASA astronauts. They're that talented. They could sit there. They can throw a 2,000-mile-an-hour fastball just like Roger Clemens. They can do whatever they want, but on November 1st, they're going to do whatever they want under the guidance of me. I've never seen so many people so self-centered, arrogant, and egotistical.
Don't you see that every time you look in the
No
mirror?
wonder why there was full house, full house. You lived in a house. I live in a mansion, for God's sakes.
Hey, I earned an honest living. I didn't have everything handed to me, you know?
See, the thing is, some people say, Johnny, and I say, yes, people. I answer them back.
Well, that's
They
very
say
kind of you.
everything that you ever got was handed to you. They say you're a pampered man that was born with a golden, not even a silver, a golden spoon born in my mouth. That's right, and I like it that way. But I worked hard to keep it. See, while you're sitting there scrounging, you're working for $902.10 probably a year. That's your yearly salary. That's how much I make per second.
Sure.
For a second.
Second to none.
Then why did I see you driving in that Volkswagen
I don't need to do
Rabbit?
Jell-O commercials like Bill Cosby. I don't need to do stupid talk shows like Danny Bonaducci. I'm John Rodeo. I call the shots in Hollywood.
You kind of remind me of that guy, Bonaducci. Were you in the closet with him that time?
Was I,
don't wanna talk
speaking of
about
the closet, so you should see my closet. I have the finest clothes that money can buy.
can tell.
You can tell that.
Beautiful.
But I'm not one to drop names. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and drop names.
puke on
guys.
that
Who am
shirt?
I?
Does it just
I'm
look
John
like that?
Rodeo. I have no need. I have no desire. I have no inkling to try to impress people. I'm not going to tell you that when I woke up this morning
If you
that
don't wanna
Pamela
impress
Anderson was
people,
to my left
then why
and
you
that
telling us all
Yasmin
this
Bleak
stuff?
was to my right. I'm not even going to mention that. I'm not going to tell you that I had breakfast with Bobby De Niro. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that I had lunch with George Lucas. And that's not to mention the in-between meal stacks with Ferrigno, Schwarzenegger, Spielberg, and all those people. But I'm not one to drop names. I don't even know. I'm
No.
not
How do
the
you do
type
it?
of guy to
How
tell
do you
you
do
that.
it?
I'm not the type of guy to say, I told you so. I'm not that kind of
But
guy
I
at
told
all.
you so.
The only reason you wanted me to come on this show is so you can say that you met John Rodeo in person, that you met the greatest, and he wasn't Muhammad Ali. The name was John Rodeo. The zip code was Beverly Hills 90210, and the street is Rodeo Drive.
Actually, you know, when I was speaking with your agent to book you for this show, he told me that you recently won an award in Hollywood.
Oh, which one?
You tell me there's that many.
There's so many.
one?
This morning alone, I won the Humanitarian of the Year award,
For what?
the Flyest Physique award, for showing up on a show like this. If that's not reason enough to become Humanitarian of the Year.
But you with the stars of Full House.
If spending a few minutes with the people of Stoneham is not humanitarian and act enough. I mean, I could sit there and I could feed all the Ethiopians and the Somalians and the Hungarians and the Portuguese. I could do that.
How come I saw you at Burger King today begging for change? Like, hey,
What
buddy,
it
you got a
is
dime?
Burger King. I like to go to people. I like to go to fast food restaurants, and I like to laugh in their face. I like to say that this is the best that your money can buy. I could buy the entire chain of Burger King, let alone a Whopper. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I saw you begging
I'll
for
wrestle
change.
onion rings around you, baby.
I don't think you would know an
Anytime.
honest day's work if it walked up to you and slapped you across the face, Rodeo.
You tell him, George.
George.
Oh, it's George now.
Bob Saget. Know why you're on America's Funniest Home Videos?
Why's that?
As obviously, you probably didn't know, I was the one that was casting. And when I saw you on that casting couch, I said, what would be funnier than the world's ugliest man hosting the world's funniest video? So that's why, Mr. Saget, that is why I chose you.
I'll try to groom myself, and maybe someday I'll look as good as you, Rodeo.
Yeah, maybe if Cool Gay passes it up, maybe
George.
that Lassie job will be an offer
George,
for you.
okay.
Don't bathe for a month.
he laughing
Then you
at?
can start to
This
look
is no
like him.
laughing man.
Yeah,
I'm
perhaps.
trying to-
You were the one laughing.
Rowan and Martin's laughing? What?
Rowan
We were
and
talking about
Martin.
Full House.
Oh, man.
That's true. I mean,
The viewers of this show have no idea what that is.
The
Talk
viewers
about
of this show have no idea of anything. They have no idea that Malibu's on fire as we speak. But my career's on fire. On November 1st, the CWA. Everyone says, Johnny, you're the Hollywood star. You're the Hollywood king. You're the wild thing, man. They said, Johnny, why is it that you came to the CWA? I decided that to make my mark, I was going to pick one of the biggest, the greatest, the most elaborate wrestling organizations, the CWA, to make my mark, to make my premiere, to make my debut. And when I bring my two buddies, you want to know who they are?
Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
really want to know who they are?
I think there's a lot of viewers out there who want to know.
I bet you want to know who they are. What you got to do? You got to show up November 1st in Revere, Massachusetts. Because if you want it that badly, see, for you people, it's not as simple as just picking up a phone call and saying, I want that. You have to pick up the phone. You have to pay some money. So you're not going to get the VIP passes like I have.
Can you just excuse me for a moment, Mr. Rodeo?
There is no excuse for you, Coulier.
You know, you've
Just
won
because
many
you dated
awards.
Alanis Morissette, who cares?
You've won many
Isn't
awards.
that ironic?
You've won many awards.
Don't you think?
So I'm going to go get an award we have for you. And I'll let you stay talking with these two
You're going to
individuals.
get. I like that.
And
I
I'll-
like the sound. You're going to get an award for me.
Yes, I have it in the other room. I'm going to go get it. I want you to stay here and talk with them, and I'll be right back with your award.
This sounds good.
Oh.
What do you guys think of this, huh?
I don't like it. We know what
Johnny
happened last
Rodeo,
week when Pat
wherever I
Doyle
go, I
left the
get the
show.
key to the city.
Dave, be careful.
I get the foxiest ladies. This guy's a klutz. Maybe I can get you a job as Messy Marvin. Remember Messy Marvin? He
How
looks
about the
like
ladies of
Ralphie from A
Stoneham?
Christmas Story. He should be
Johnny,
ashamed of
the
himself.
ladies of Stoneham, were you impressed? Quality merchandise? Now he's insulting the women of Stoneham.
they were good. They were good. Good for a few laughs.
Mr. Rodeo, I present to you your award.
That's true.
Because that's where you belong,
This
in the
is true.
trash.
People would say, John, why would a barrel be presented to you? Now,
'Cause you belong in the
I would
trash.
say it would be an insult in most other instances. But this is the best that Stoneham can offer. Being that this is the armpit of America,
Wait a
being
minute.
that this is the cesspool of sin,
You smell
this
like the
is
armpit of
actually
America.
This is the home
an
of
award
Nancy
of honor
Kerrigan,
in
Johnny.
Stoneham, Massachusetts.
Yeah, did you know this was the home of
See,
a real superstar?
I just
Nancy
Nancy
Kerrigan?
Kerrigan, Johnny.
Nancy Kerrigan. That's it. You can be Lassie, she'll be Mrs. Ed. I love that.
Please, her parents live in this town.
That's right.
Her parents
they,
live in
They
this
watch
town?
this show every
She's
week.
an icon in the town of
That's
Stoneham.
right.
That is
I
sacrilege.
tell you,
coming out of
Tonya
your mouth.
Harding, I don't have many good things to say about her. But I have to say that that was probably the only one good, intelligent, right thing to do. But as I was saying, I'm in Stoneham, Massachusetts, and I was talking to Paulie Shore, and he said, dude, that's one stony town. He said he's one stony individual. And I'm not here to drop names. I don't want to do that to you.
Then how
I don't
come
want to
you
tell
do
you that
that all
Greg Kinnear
show
wanted me to
long?
come on here and plug the movie Wings. Why would I do that? I'm on my own time. I'm on my own busy schedule. Gwyneth Paltrow, right? She wants to drop Brad Pitt. She wants to come with me. Nicole
I'm
Kidman,
sure.
she's sick of kidding around. She's sick of Tom Cruise. He's old news. She's singing the blues. She wants to be with the front page news.
Since you know all these
I'm going to
things-
take you to right
I know
there.
we were scheduled to take a break, but we're going to keep going here with Mr. Rodeo.
You should keep going here because
Mr.
the public demands it. The
I mean-
Nielsen families, the Nielsen ratings,
Hey,
just like
shut
the
up.
Adam
Let him
family.
get a
The
word
ratings
in.
have gone off the roof.
That's-
It's going to explode.
That's
it's
if
an
Miss-
explosion, CWA.
That's if you'd like to,
Hollywood, Johnny Rodeo, I'm here.
that's if you'd like to stick around, Mr. Rodeo, for a little bit longer.
You would like me to stick around. I tell you what, being that I'm in a good mood, being that just before I came on the air I did look myself in the mirror, and being that you did give me the Ed McMahon introduction that I so rightfully and justly and honestly deserved.
And since it's the second half of the show, for the second half of the show, here's Johnny!
Yay!
Yes.
That's great. What was the halftime show? Usually we have big halftime shows.
Well,
You're the
that's
halftime show,
why I got
Johnny.
you your award. Do you have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Do I have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? I have several stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In fact, my path, just my little section alone on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, it's longer than the Boston Marathon, so I've heard. That's how many stars I have on the Hall of Fame. I have some for producing. I have some for being modest. I have some for being the world's greatest lover. I have some
Modest.
for being having the best hairstyle. I have some for the best clothes. I have some for being one of the co-owners of Planet Hollywood with Sylvester Stallone and Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I'm not here to drop names and do commercials. That would be ridiculous.
Name some of these things that you've produced that you have stars for.
I have produced Beverly Hills 902, and I've done guest episodes of production.
Wait a minute.
I
you
have produced the original trilogy of The Godfather. I have...
He looks like you'd come from the family of The Godfather.
Yeah. Cheap
The
Italian.
Godfather's right. Anyway, I've produced Gone with the Wind.
That was in
I have produced The
1939.
Twilight Zone. I feel like I'm on the Twilight Zone right now. Why are you laughing? Why are you breaking a smile?
Hey.
Could it be just that you're laughing at yourself, that you're laughing at your audience, that you're laughing at everyone who ever doubted me, anyone who ever said that I wouldn't be anything? I am the greatest name in Hollywood today.
We're laughing at you. Gone with the Wind came out in 1939. You probably weren't even born then.
No, they colorized Gone with the Wind just recently. What did you think? Gone with the Wind?
colorized
Are you talking about the movie Gone with the Wind?
Yeah, I think so.
That was 1994 that came out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's funny.
War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds. That was all the people in all the
guy
Milky
is
Way
gone.
galaxy fighting for the man, for the most famous man, the third rock from the sun. Orson Welles, he called me up. He said, Johnny, we're really hurting for
You look
ratings."
like
I said,
you're-
Orson Welles has been dead for about 5 years now. Where have
Orson
you
Welles,
been?
exactly. He called me about 5 years, one day ago. He called me. He said,
oh, yeah,
Johnny, I'm not
see.
feeling good.
So the
You
battle
goes,
for,
I think-
He
the
said
battle for
sometimes I
Earth was
feel
for
like
Johnny
life is
Rodeo.
going to
Is that
end.
what
He
you're
goes,
saying?
sometimes I feel like I never accomplished anything.
Were you on Orson Welles' television show as well?
I was on the Ed Sullivan Show with the Beatles. I was the
Ed
drummer.
Sullivan
Ringo was
Show.
sick that night. Had a stomach ache.
He was the fifth Beatle,
The
Johnny
fifth
Rodeo.
Beatle.
Well, there was me.
That's where
There
I've
was
heard your
John
name
Lennon, Paul
before.
McCartney, Ringo Starr. There was George Harrison. There was
Ringo.
Stuart Sutcliffe, and there was Pete Best. But John Rodeo is the only one that people remember.
Ringo's Bull Montana, who will be in Revere November 1st.
Gringo?
Ringo.
Ringo.
I don't know
Bull
Gringo.
Montana.
Well,
He's
you
a
will.
good friend of ours.
He doesn't like people like
Bull
you, Johnny.
from Night Court. I know him. He's
Richard
pretty
Mall?
good. The Mall of America? That's a low budget mall. That's a mall that's cheesy. They have
Nothing like the
popcorn,
Mall
they
of
have cotton
Beverly.
candy. Rodeo Drive. The road.
Is there
Paved with gold.
Is there a mall on Rodeo Drive?
Is there a mall on Rodeo Drive? Rodeo Drive itself is the originator. It is the trendsetter. Just like these fashions that I wear today, people will want to wear them all. It is, it was, it has been, it always will be. It has the greatest, the most illustrious, the most elite, the most exclusive stores in all the civilized world.
Divine Brown, wasn't she from Rodeo Drive?
Yeah, she was. So was
friend of
Heidi
yours,
Fleiss,
wasn't
and she
she?
was oh so nice. I was so happy I didn't have to pay the price of Charlie Sheen, if you know what I mean. I'm a sex machine. I'm
Please,
the American
please,
dream. I'll
please.
make all the ladies
This
scream.
this
You must get along real good with Gold Dust, huh?
this is a
Gold dust,
family
gold
show.
dust, gold
Let's
dust.
not even go there. This is a family show.
I am the greatest Mr. Coulier. I was thinking, as you were gone, I'm thinking this show, maybe I could host this show. Maybe I could make this bigger than Letterman, greater than Leno.
You're going to have to come through me
More
to get the
super
host of
than
this
Stern.
show.
What's this, Stamos?
You're going to come through me if you want to host this show.
Okay, Uncle Jesse.
Yeah?
Uncle Jesse. Now, which Uncle Jesse? Are you Uncle Jesse from Full House? You look like Uncle Jesse from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, no. Do I
man.
really? I don't
We
have
got Bo
white hair and
Luke,
a
Uncle
beard.
Jesse.
Do I have a beard and
I
white
look at
hair?
all the girls
Boss
dancing
Hog.
with their Daisy Dukes on.
Roscoe Pico train.
Yeah.
He's about as smart as Roscoe.
You couldn't by chance, Mr. Stamos, be insulting me. I'll have you blacklisted from all
I'm not afraid
future
of you.
Hollywood products. You don't have to be
Oh,
afraid
no,
of me.
not that.
Because I'm not going to sit there, and I'm not going to stand up, and I'm not going to hit you.
'Cause
But what
you're a
I will
wimp.
do, I will sabotage. I will ruin... I might have the Beastie Boys write a song called Sabotage about what I'm going to do to
I
your
suppose
career
you were
one day.
behind that,
He already
too.
did that song 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
See, I'm a man. I'm before my time.
Yeah, you're
I am
definitely
the
before your
trendsetter.
time.
That's me. It's Johnny.
You're out
It's
of it.
you, John Rodeo, Beverly Hills 90210.
Look,
Are you guys all excited to
one
see my
question,
debut
right?
November 1st? Are you going to buy tickets?
Yes.
You got so much
Who
money.
is it?
We will
Jack
be there.
Nicholson's going to be in the front row.
You got so much money. What's with the
Nichols.
greasy hair, man? Try washing it.
No, what this is the finest salon. Jose Hebert. He groomed my hair just like he's going to groom you, lassie. And he said,
Hey, hey,
Johnny,
hey.
these locks, you see the melted
just
gold?
remember whose
you
show
see the
you're on
stuff?
there, Mr. Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood, the Hollywood icon, GQ John
GQ.
Rodeo.
Hollywood Hulk
John
Hogan wannabe.
Rodeo.
Now, you guys, did you already buy your tickets? Because I'm not letting you in for free if you're going to treat me like this. Did you
now-
buy your ticket
now
to the CWA show?
Now you own the Century Wrestling Alliance? The last time I checked, that was Victoria Van Allen.
No, I don't own the Century Wrestling Alliance. What it is it's already a high-class production, but I'm going to bring in my talent, my two big superstars, and that's only the beginning, and I'm
Who
going
are
to make
these?
it that much better.
And again, who are these superstars? So then everybody will really go and buy their tickets.
No, what
November
it is,
1st.
it's the element of surprise.
The element of surprise.
I have many cards, I have many tricks up my sleeve, as well as having huge Popeye-like forearms from my fitness instructor, my fitness guru.
sure.
That's
Mr.
a joke.
Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi. I taught Mr. Miyagi karate.
Ah.
When I
I
taught
suppose you
karate,
taught
he was just a
Steven
little karate
Seagal,
kid.
too, and Van Damme. You taught all them how to fight, right?
You choreographed their
I did.
fight scenes.
I did. Just like Danny Terrio and Paul Abdul taught me how to dance, I taught them how to fight. But I'm not just a fighter, I'm a lover. And I'm not just a lover, I'm just the greatest entertainer all around. I am not James Brown. I, John Rodeo, I'm the hardest, the greatest.
He must be the real Double
Working man in
J.
show business.
I
He must
thought,
be the real Double J.
I thought
huh?
Hef was out of control last week. This
I know
guy.
where I've seen
Yeah.
him before.
Where?
I know where I've seen him before. You remember the show, The Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
That's where I've seen him before.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny
That's it.
Rodeo. The
Johnny
Brady Bunch.
Bravo.
No, I
You
once
don't
sat there,
wanna
I
be.
said, Marsha, what do you think of me? And she said, oh, he's dreamy. And I said, Marsha, he's dreamy, what about me? She said, I talk about you in the third person because, she said, when you're next to me, it seems so unlikely, it seems so impossible. It's like a miracle on 34th Street, except it's no miracle, it's reality on Rodeo Drive.
You've got to be impressed with Masha.
You got to be impressed with me.
Everything-
Marsha, that
why
was
is-
War of the World.
why is
Talk
everything-
about
Yes, yes,
my
it was.
idea.
Why is everything always Masha, Masha, Masha?
You'd have to ask her. I'm not here to talk about Marsha. I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to just mention
no,
it's
you're
a
not here-
CWA show.
You're not here to talk
Now
about
you're
yourself.
trying to
God
avoid the
forbid.
question. You're trying to be very evasive.
Evasive of what?
You're the one
I don't know.
that's being
You tell
evasive.
me. Evasive.
Yeah, you're
I'm
the
very
one that's
persuasive.
spent the whole show talking about
Are you a little bit
yourself.
hard of hearing over there?
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be on. I really do appreciate
John,
it.
I think a lot of people like to know your managing style. There's a lot of different managers who bring a lot of different things to the ring. Jim
know.
Cornette, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Sonny. Where do you fall on the spectrum of managers? What are you going to do at November 1st? How do you prepare your supposed big stars for this upcoming event in Revere?
You said manager. You said style. Those two words will have come to epitomize John Rodeo and the CWA. Jimmy Hart has a megaphone because he likes to yell and shout and rant and rave.
And you
But I
don't.
don't need to do that. Paulie Dangerously has a telephone. I don't need a telephone. I have an answering service. And Jim Cornette, I'm just itching to get him on the tennis court, baby. And Sonny, she's nothing more than just another bimbo. John Rodeo, I'm the first of my kind.
And hopefully
I'm
the
the
last.
first
And the last.
man who will walk out there with the most famous street in the world. I mean, you can see people sitting there with dead-end road. You can have stop signs. It really doesn't matter. But we're talking something that transcends Hollywood. I go to children's hospitals and they sit there and they just one look at this sign and it brings a smile to their face. And there's going to be one big smile on your face and I'll whack that smile off of your face as you keep chuckling and
Come
keep
on.
laughing.
Please,
There's no
please,
way.
please.
I'm going to be there November 1st. And I'm going to make an impact debut. I'm going to be one of the main players in the CWA. I've directed all the movies, but this might be my greatest act. As I
Yeah,
bring- I
act, that's for sure. You're nothing but a big actor.
I
That's
am
all
an
you
actor.
are.
I'm a director.
Remember, he's a Hollywood
I'm a
superstar.
producer. I'm
Oh,
a
he is?
manager.
I didn't
I'm
know that.
everything.
You're
I
always
didn't hear it the
into
Like I
first
said, I can
28
do
times he said it.
90,210 things better than you can do one thing.
90210.
You're obsessed
That'd be a
with
good name
that
for a
show.
TV show.
You are obsessed with that show.
What happens when
aren't
that
you?
show goes off the air, Johnny?
When that show goes off the air, I'll move on to many more projects which are lying on the table right now.
Would you care to share those with us?
Well, there's one that's called Dizzy Gillespie, The Untold Stories of Dizzy Gillespie.
That was like, how many years ago?
Many moons
Dizzy
ago.
Gillespie used to do the hopscotch. His neighborhood in the Bronx.
He's dead too, you know.
Well, your career's dead.
No, you're dead.
Then there's other projects. You've all heard of Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yes, we have.
Well, his cousin, Nedward.
Nedward?
Nedward Goldthwait. I love Nedward Goldthwait. He makes me laugh. He's the greatest comedian.
How come no
Nedward
one's heard of him? No one's ever heard of him.
No one's ever heard of him.
It's like no one's ever heard of you before tonight.
You make me
if
laugh,
it wasn't for this
Stamos,
show, no
because
one would have
it's-
heard of you.
Look at Stamos. Look at
My
Jagged.
name is
These
Ed.
guys,
You know,
they,
wait a minute. You
you're
call
the
him-
laughing stock of Hollywood,
You
man.
call him John Stamos. You're the one who looks more like Blackie on General Hospital.
Blackie on General
Well,
Hospital.
that was what John Stamos played on General Hospital.
Blackie. Okay, if you want to say that. John Stamos, Blackie, General Hospital.
Before he was
That's
on Full
irrelevant.
House. Before he
I'm
was
not here to talk
Yeah,
about
didn't you know
Hollywood
that?
shows, movies, big budget
No.
productions.
After all, the
I'm
name
not
of the
gonna
show
mention
is...
that, but
inside pro wrestling. I mean, God
I'm not
forbid
going to
if we
mention that one of my
don't-
girlfriends, Alicia Silverstone, will be in the new Batman movies. I'm not going to mention these things. I'm not here to drop names. I'm here to talk about the CWA show.
That's all
I'm not
you've
here
done
to talk-
tonight is drop names. Since the moment you've gone on this show, that's all you have said. George asked you about your wrestling style. You danced right around that question.
Can we have
Excuse
some
me, your
straight
managing
answers?
style. We want to know.
Straight answers.
What are
I'm
your
not in the mood
goals?
to go to Woodstock.
Are you going for the
Minus
tag
Snoopy
titles?
show
Are you going
show.
for the TV title? Are you going for the heavyweight championship? What?
That's an interesting question, Jesse.
Ed.
Jesse.
Ed. That's my name. My name is Ed.
That's a,
You
okay,
want to see
I
my license?
apologize.
Jesse.
Okay, Ted.
Ed.
This guy has an attitude. Ted, Mr. T, Lawrence Thoreau, he called me up. He said, Johnny,
Who?
what kind of...
Lawrence
Mr. T
Thoreau?
from the A-Team, the A-list, baby.
Oh.
He said, Johnny, what kind of gold are you going to go for? I said, T, I said, no offense, you got a lot of gold around your neck. I said, but when I'm done, my men will have more gold around their waist than you do around your neck. I might go for the tag titles. I might go for the singles titles. I might go for a dance recital. It really doesn't matter. Whatever I want, I am
Dance
going to react.
recital? What does that have to do with wrestling?
I can dance.
Who cares?
I care. Danny Terrio
We
and
don't.
Paul Abdul, my teachers, care.
Johnny, is there any talent in the CWA that you've had your eye on and you'd like to maybe have under your illustrious stable?
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Tony Rumble, Tony Atlas, Kevin Sullivan, Devin Storm. The list goes on and on. King
How
Kong
about the
Bundy.
You'd like to
Dungeon
acquire
Master.
all of those wrestlers.
They interest me.
They interest you.
They raise my interest.
But they're not Hollywood superstars.
They're not,
No.
but they could be.
They're
They could
tremendous
be.
professional wrestlers, which
They're
is what
incredible.
the CWA is all about.
It's like Ripley's or Believe It or Not. They're incredible, man. They're incredible.
Ripley's.
And I'm incredible.
This guy
But you
got that
combine one
program.
and one, and that makes 90210, and that could be even more incredible. Know what I'm saying?
Last time I checked,
But you don't know.
Two.
It's the unknown equation. Who is it that Johnny Rodeo is going to bring to the CWA, one of the most elite wrestling organizations? It's when the elite meet the elite. The Johnny Rodeo, Beverly Hills 90210, the Hollywood god, the Hollywood icon.
But you don't care to mention that these two stars that you're bringing in.
You can sit there and you can guess. It could be Schwarzenegger. It could be Arnold. It could be Bruce. It could be Sly.
Oh, the Terminator's coming November 1st.
It could be,
With his tag team partner, Rambo.
you know, I don't want to commit myself one
Won't they
way or the
wrestle in
other. It's
wings
like I
at
say
the
all
end?
the ladies when they propose marriage to me. I said, I'm not into commitment. You know what I'm saying? But you should be committed. That's it, because
No,
you're a little bit
you
crazy.
should be
If you
committed.
think I'm going to disclose all my secrets, if you, Jesse, Bob, and Dave think I'm going to lay the family jewels on the
At least you
table
got my
for all
first
to
name right,
see,
anyhow.
you're sadly mistaken.
I think you may be bluffing there,
Because the
Johnny.
best laid secrets of Mice Men and John Rodeo will come to fruition. I'm not bluffing.
Of Mice
I'm
Men-
not bluffing. I have these men under contract. They are in the gym as we speak.
If they're already under contract, then why can't you reveal who they are?
Because it's the element of surprise.
The element of surprise.
I want to see the shock. I want to see the glamour. I want to see the awe in people's eyes when they say, Johnny, we thought you talked a lot of bull.
You
Durham.
do.
Good movie. They always say, Johnny, we thought you were full of it. But ends up you were full of truth, honesty, and the American way in Beverly Hills, CA, each and every day.
Don't forget
I want
90210.
them to see that what I promise, I deliver. Like E.F. Hutton, when GQ Rodeo speaks, people listen. And like UPS, I
Did
deliver.
you say something? I'm sorry.
That's
did you
all
say
right.
something?
Go off.
All right.
Rest in your own little fantasy world.
Okay. Look who's
But
talking
your
about fantasy
fantasy,
world.
and all your little dreams will become a nightmare.
Speaking of fantasies, have you ever
You've
been
done
down
the
the Yellow
first.
Brick Road? Or, I mean,
The Yellow Brick Road, The Wizard of Oz, Frank Oz. Frank Oz did the voice of Yoda. They wanted me to do some voiceovers, but saying, Luke! That didn't work, you know what I'm saying? I was busy, I had many other productions, so I called Frank Oz. I said, do a favor, just for a friend of mine, George Lucas, can you do the voice of yogurt? And he did.
you did the voice of Yoga.
Did you?
That's Yoda.
Frank Oz did the voice of yogurt. Dang, I'm good, man. I got him to work, I got him the job. I'm no regular slob. You blob.
No regular.
How does this all
Here's
relate to wrestling, though? I mean, all your lifestyle and everything, how does this relate to wrestling?
Just like your family, man, everything's relative.
Don't go there, pal.
Oh.
Don't go.
Everything's relative.
Don't go there. I'll hurt
Thinking
you.
that.
Don't go there.
I
They
will
know it.
hurt you.
Someone, I'm going to give you a one-way trip, one-way ticket to Beverly Hills 90210.
Would you really?
And then you'll
I'd like
forget
to
about
go
all your
there.
miseries, your sorrows, and you'll be singing It's a Great World after all.
Johnny, you seem to have a lot of style, but where's the substance? Where's the substance in your wrestling background?
The substance is...
What titles
How
have
did you get into
procured?
wrestling? First of all, let's find that out. How did you get into wrestling?
I got into wrestling because I have conquered any and all other fields that had stood before me. In the Olympics, you'll recall this year as I lit the inaugural torch, I said to the public, I said, you know,
I thought that was Ali that did that.
I said, Carl Lewis, people like that, the young blood, Kerry Strug, that quitter, I said, those people, they make me believe that my country is going downhill. After winning 16 straight gold medals in the Olympics,
Ted DiBiase
I figured I'd
won.
done all I could do there. I am already the biggest mogul, the biggest tycoon in Hollywood.
Easy there, Ted Turner.
I said, what field, what venture have I not ventured and charted out and tried to do? And it came to me. Said, Johnny, wrestling. Wrestling. So, see, I might not have the most experience, but experience is not needed when you have all the men. I have all the king's horses and all the king's men working on this. Night and day and night, morning and hours and afternoon and upside down and like oregano and parsley.
So you got all the
salad
king's...
and pizza. I love that.
You got all the king's horses and all the king's men. I guess that makes you Humpty Dumpty, huh?
No, see, the yolk's going to be on your face when the eggs splash.
Oh, wow.
You're
That
going
was
to be sunny
original.
side up,
That was original.
counting the lights and saying, Johnny, he told me so. He told me so. Don't say I didn't warn you.
All right, Mr. GQ.
Smoke it.
Mr. GQ, Mr. Hollywood himself.
Jim Carrey.
Johnny Rodeo.
Mariah Carey. Let me go with her sometime. Again. She wrote a song about me, Hero. Write a song about you called
Oh,
Zero.
yeah, you're a real hero.
No, Zero,
Thank
somebody
you.
that I knew from
I
Bar Harbor,
appreciate
Maine.
that, Jess.
Yeah.
Please. Since you're
Sorry,
coming
lice
to
anyway.
the
Yeah.
CWA,
You
Lice camera
greaseball.
action.
is the CWA your first venture into professional wrestling? Because I thought I recall seeing you in the IBEW hall down in Waltham, Massachusetts.
Well, what it is, for a while now, I've been scouting talent. I've been around the world. I'm a world traveler. I'm a galloping man. I've been all around. I've been to Beverly Hills, to New York,
You've been to Beverly
to
Hills?
Chicago,
I thought you
didn't know
lived in
that.
Beverly
Texas,
Hills.
to Taiwan, to Haiti. I watched the people sew up those baseballs.
Have you ever been to the rodeo?
I've been to the rodeo, and my family invented the rodeo. And anytime you go to the rodeo, I mention the word rodeo, you're putting money in my pocket.
Well, why do you pronounce it Rodeo then?
Because I'm from California, and I have class, and I'm not a peasant commoner like yourself.
But
You know what?
Wait a minute, I'm from Full House. I used to live in Hollywood.
That's
Who
right.
said you were from home? I never said any such thing. These people, you're dreaming, man. You're just a couple of three bums. You wish you could be on a show like Full House that's in syndication worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
No. I have no idea what you're saying. You haven't made sense yet tonight.
I haven't made sense. I've made a lot of money. I made a lot of dollars and a lot of cents. And the bottom line is November 1st, Revere, Massachusetts, at the Field House.
The Revere High School
I will
Field House.
continue to do what I've done since the beginning of time. Like the Neanderthal caveman once said to me when I was filming Jurassic
You kinda
Park.
smell like
he
a
said,
caveman.
Johnny, he said, this is the greatest blockbuster, and everything I touch will be a blockbuster, just like my movie store, which I own, Blockbuster. I'm just gonna have to say that the CWA will be one more obstacle that I will hurdle.
Why don't you announce a blockbuster tonight and tell us who you're going to have November 1st in Revere?
Well, I am gonna have Jack Nicholson, my good friend, in the front row. Oprah Winfrey,
No.
she will be in the crowd.
Not movie stars.
Bill
What
Cosby will be
wrestlers?
We
there
want
hawking
wrestling.
his
This
Jell-O
show
bars.
is
That's
inside
no
pro
question.
wrestling. We want to talk about
Ernie,
wrestling.
all my friends
we're not
from
we're
Sesame
not
Street,
impressed
they'll be there.
by the Hollywood
but the man
insiders
for the
that
most
you know.
famous street, why
Is Ernie going to bring his rubber ducky?
is Ernie get? See, that's a quack.
You're a
See,
quack.
You should know
You
about
got the
those.
biggest
See, I'm not
quack
going
I've
to foot
ever
the bill
seen.
for Ernie and his rubber ducky and his old buddy Bert. What it's going to be, I'm going to make some new friends in the CWA, and I'll probably make some enemies while I'm at it.
Oh,
But the
you'll
fact
definitely
is-
make enemies.
That's
You've
right.
already made 3 here tonight.
That's right. Public enemy, they might be my enemy. They might be my friend. They might be in my corner.
that
They
who
might
you're
not
bringing?
be. But
Are
you
you
don't
bringing
know.
Public
You have
Enemy?
to turn in, tune in, drop out, buy a ticket, show up, sit in your seat, and sit and wait for the introduction of the world's greatest wrestling manager. That's right.
I assure
I'll
you,
do it my way, baby.
I assure you he's not bringing Public Enemy because they're not Hollywood superstars.
Oh,
They're from the
right.
streets of Philadelphia. I don't think they'd associate with a
Philadelphia.
glamour boy like you,
Philadelphia, that was a
Johnny.
good movie. I'm glad I got Tom Hanks that role. He's a good buddy.
Philadelphia. I don't recall that movie, but
It was when Tom
I wrote the
Hanks won his
lyrics to the
first-
song Philadelphia.
Oscar.
Oh, that wasn't Bruce Springsteen. That was...
But the boss sang it. You know, I'm busy.
Yeah,
I know
down
you're-
with the boss.
a man of superstar stature, Mr. Rodeo. But who's going to win the Body Slam Challenge in Revere November 1st when King Kong Bundy and Mr. Tony Alice?
Do you even know what a body slam is?
A body slam is what I might do. Actually, I might have one of my Hollywood friends body slam you right
come
off
on.
the A-list and into the blacklist. Who do I think's going to win the Body Slam Challenge? Do I know what it is? Of course I know what it is. I knew it happened today before it even transpired.
What happened?
Because I wrote the book. What happened was I showed up on this show. The
Oh.
Nielsen ratings went up the roof, and every lady that was married
This
was
is-
claiming
this is,
that they wish they never got
cable
married. They
TV,
were crying for
public
divorce.
access. It
That's
doesn't
right.
have Nielsen.
Everywhere I go,
Oh,
it
yes,
should
we
turn
do.
into divorce court. Another one of my mega blockbuster hits, as Judge Lancito told me. Anyway, who's going to win the Body Slam Challenge?
Yes, Mr.
Stop
O'Donnell.
trying to divert me. No one can slam King Kong. King Kong, like Godzilla, is a Hollywood star, a Hollywood legend, a Hollywood icon.
No, this is
And no
King
matter
Kong
what you do, no matter how
Bundy.
much you might try, it's not going to happen.
Not going to happen. So King Kong Bundy will not be slammed.
He will not, cannot.
Is
and
Tony
shall not
Atlas the
ever be
man you're
slammed.
bringing with you November 1st?
I can't say that I blame you for trying to find out what the inside scoop is, but this isn't like a scoop of ice cream where I just give it to you, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you what the latest rumors are flying through the Hollywood grapevine.
Perhaps
Like I tell you, Mr. Coulier.
Mr. Coulier. My name's Dave. Thank you very much.
Dave, you're from Wendy's, not Burger King. What are you talking about, Burger
Oh,
King?
no.
Dave, all
That's
right.
funny.
How you
That's
doing? So
original.
Dave, just like everyone else, you're going to have to buy a ticket.
Didn't I see you
Find out for
mopping
yourself.
floors at Wendy's
Let-
last week?
Let me just ask you one more
This is
name.
mop of hair? This is no mop of hair.
Yeah,
Jose
mop.
Yabert took care of it.
Oh, yeah?
Let's ask one more name because he is a Hollywood superstar. In fact, he's a good friend of yours, George. Will you be bringing man
George
on...
Lucas?
Please. Will you be bringing
George
man...
Hamilton.
Will you
George
be...
Steinbrenner.
Easy there. Enough with the Georges
George
here.
Papard.
Will you be bringing Man Unknown with you November 1st?
Well, speaking of George, JFK, the magazine that I co-produced with him, the man, or the men, or the Mang, they debut Revere. Is that how they say it in Revere? Mang? Oyame Chico, something like that?
Oh, so now you're raising Ramon. Is
No,
that what
I'm
it is?
Johnny Rodeo.
Oh, all right.
That's
Please.
right.
We have enough people trying to be Razor Ramon.
That's for
No,
sure.
I'm John Rodeo. In Revere, I don't know why I keep having to plead the fifth. I have to keep saying that without my attorney's past, present, and future present. I can't just give you the names of my men. This
Why
is very
not?
secretive.
Again, you're not
I have
answering the
sworn
question,
a solemn
Johnny.
oath.
You're not answering the
I
question.
have sworn a solemn oath.
To who?
Do you understand?
To who?
To who?
Yeah.
To John Sensio of MTV. That's who, my good friend.
So what? Who cares about him?
You don't care about him?
No.
That's because you're not on MTV.
Do you know where he's
You're
from?
not on any,
He's from Boston.
no, he's from Boston?
Why?
Because he sang in the group Boston.
No, I don't think he did.
Yes, he did.
No, I don't
Are you
think
going
he
to call
did.
me a liar
I think
here
that
in
was,
front of all my
Liar.
That was Brad
Liar.
Delp, Johnny Rodeo, but we are digressing.
I mean, we've spent almost an hour here. If
We're
we
sorry,
haven't
fans.
discussed
We were going to talk about wrestling
professional
tonight.
wrestling at all. All we've listened to you is brag about Hollywood.
This megalomaniac.
And you refuse to tell us. Your
Did you
agent
say
told
circles?
me. Your
You can
agent
talk about
Wait a
circles.
minute.
I see a couple squares, but I'm the brightest star there is.
Your agent told me that you were going to reveal your big name superstars here tonight. Was that your only way to get on this program?
What it is, the William Morris Agency, they said, Johnny. And I said, yes, William Morris Agency. They said, how are you? And I said, pretty good.
Ooh, that was funny.
Philip Morris
Wow.
Agency?
William Morris, Beverly Hills 90210.
That's Aaron
Aaron
Spelling.
I'll have to look that up, I
Aaron
guess.
Spelling, 90210. John Rodeo, 90210. Pretty soon it will be Revere, Massachusetts, or Stoneham, Massachusetts, 90210, because I'm taking over the world. It's a worldwide revolution. It's a worldwide evolution, and you can't stop it.
All right.
Evolution in reverse over here.
Yeah, definitely.
We only have a couple of moments left in the program.
Thank God.
And I know I've tried the entire show, but we're going to try one more time. Who are the new two big-name superstars? I mean, are they tall? Is it Andre the Giant? Who are you bringing
Oh,
with you
Dave.
November 1st?
The stars that I bring with me, people, I know already you're convinced. You're going to buy a ticket. You have to see John Rodeo. That's without question. But the stars that I will bring with me will shine so bright that I suggest that you wear your sunglasses. Because I'll wear my sunglasses at night. Because 1,090,210 people, they can't be wrong. You know they have to be right. So, you know, November 1st, Friday night, the Revere Schoolhouse Armory upside down with the nuggets and all the ice cream.
Where are you
that you
going
can eat
here?
when you're dressed up like your favorite wrestler.
What are you talking about? Hello, come back to Earth.
Hi, how you doing?
What were we just
Well,
saying?
he said he was from Third Rock
Revere,
from the Sun.
Revere High School.
That's true.
That's where it is. Revere High School Fieldhouse.
All right.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
All right.
Is CWA, November 1st, GQ John Rodeo and his two big surprises.
Which are?
Well,
Surprises.
unfortunately,
For me to know. You
he's
to
not
find
going to
out.
tell us.
I guess.
We'll have to report it the night of the show, and I hope you
Don't
live up
say
to
I
your
didn't
word,
tell
Johnny.
ya.
Will you come back with your two major superstars?
I might bring
in the
them back.
future?
I might just do that. But don't say I didn't tell you. You can say you heard it here first. Through the Hollywood grapevine.
We didn't hear anything. We heard nothing.
Yeah, there's wind whistling through your
All right.
ears, isn't it? Just like a seashore. Just like the beaches of Baywatch.
All right. We are
God.
out of time here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry we didn't discuss professional wrestling.
Bret Hart is back.
We'll discuss all that next week. I want to thank Melissa
I'm here to
Thorne.
stay.
I want to thank Melissa Thornley and Ginny Alexander on camera, and of course Helen Duke Newcomb in the directing booth. Do you know the Duke?
Duke, John Wayne, yeah, good buddy of mine.
I thought
Love
so.
that guy.
You worked with him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I got him started
we're going
in
to
the
wrap
show
things
business.
up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to run the credits over the man himself. Here he is. Here's Johnny.
Boo.